Definitely recording. Hey, welcome everybody. This is Sonnet from To Indie, and I'm here with Ty Avery today. Amazing Ty Avery artist. Here to talk about really like Ty came into the community less than a year ago. Would you say less than
Yep,
a year ago?
it
And
was
like
in November. Yep.
and what successes unfolded for you in such a short period of time, and what steps you've taken to really like show up for yourself, your career, and your craft. Yeah, I guess maybe just, these are meant to be short little introductions to who you are and how you have shown up for what it is that you really want. What would you say? Take us on like a little bit of a journey. Like, where were you in November before, and like where are you now, and how did you get there so quickly?
So to start, my name is Chris Avery.
Oh
Ty
wait,
Avery.
did I say it wrong with Ty?
No, you good. Chris
Oh,
Avery,
okay.
Ty Avery. No, it's the same
Okay.
person. What I was gonna say was before I got into indie, I kind of was just making still music off of beats I was using off YouTube. Nothing that I could ever license, nothing I could ever clear. It was just like that was my natural setting. And then I was linked with Cinder, and she linked me with a producer of hers. And right off the bat, it was like, wow, bro. Like it was like I never experienced high quality production until I met Jay. And from there, I got a little coaching from them because they were already experienced. So I went off of my two values that I try to tell to anybody: fearless and limitless. Reach out, try to make yourself present, try to make yourself known. And that's basically what I did. Even after that track and collaboration, that was November, I submitted to that brief, Get Loose With It, and it was placed in January. Like that was like the
Oh my
fastest I've ever
God.
heard. Like that was like that was so crazy to me. And then it opened the show and closed the show. And so I was like, that was so amazing to me to see how fast it actually can work when you're just focused on making a great track. Like we didn't even have the basis of how to make a sync track, like people say. It's just how to make a great track that we all love. And boom. And from there, the signings just flew through the roof. Like I think like 4 or 5 people wanted to sign Get Loose With It. And then the other briefs that came about, I feel like those briefs from 2ND definitely laid a foundation, because even if you don't have any inspiration for the month, you have that one inspiration to focus on this brief. I can have one assignment, focus on the brief, and by the end of if I put a month worth of activeness into this one track, I'm sure I can give it my all. And from there, each and every month, it's been like new agency reps reaching out to me. Like the next track after that, "Wanna Be a Star," was I had to reject like 4 agencies because it done got signed too many times. So it's like, so I'm like, I'm like, it's just how fast can it really happen? Literally, I would say by the time if I submitted it for the November brief, it was most likely sent out probably in December, like since it was the end. But that was less than a month, if not a month, before I got my first recognition. And then just in the communities, like just reaching out to different people. I didn't know anybody to start this. I didn't know anybody that was making great quality music. I'm talking about on an indie type level. And like I said, like I
And
don't
just a
really
few
even
months ago. It's so
yes,
crazy.
yes.
But
This
you
is
know what? I think
crazy.
like you show up, like, you were like, you left me a voice message in my DMs. You were like, hey, I'm new to the community, like I saw this, I saw, like, here, I want to give you some, like, you make yourself known, you show up 100% on every track that you submit. Like, you are a star in terms of
Thank you.
just like the energy you bring. You're
Mm,
full on energy, and that is what, like, people are signing your music, people are placing your music, you are working and collaborating and showing up. And like, even at work, like, before we press record, you were like, okay, so I was doing this and I changed it. I changed. Like, tell us about like how the choices that you make on a day-to-day basis to really prioritize what you want.
so music is so important to me that I've almost got like kind of in trouble at work because I literally would be like, because like I said, I'm a supervisor to where I have a lot of free time to where I can like watch emails and stuff like that. And sometimes I literally would like tap out from work because of how easy it is to focus on my music, because I know that that's my ultimate goal. That's my passion. I'm not trying to work 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I'm trying to be, like you said, a star in this music stuff. So it's like the sacrifice of, I've had that conversation with my wife where I was like, look, I've told even technicians that's under me, it's gonna be a time soon where I'm gonna have to leave y'all and go do something else. And I've been putting myself in position ever since we had that conversation where I'm like, I don't know how soon it's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna keep putting myself in position to receive that blessing, which is gonna come if I keep applying myself the way that I am.
I mean,
And it's
that's it. Like, that's also the law of the universe. If you make the space for it and you
yeah,
know it's coming, and you like show up in the world as if it's already yours, like
yeah.
it's there. It starts unfolding, like those are the gifts that we are blessed with when we are ready, and like we're like dialed into that receptivity. And you have that 100%. And look how fast you can move things from that space.
Super fast. I'm talking about to the point where I got in my head now. I'm like, soon as I make a track now, I'm like, and this is too indie. Like I know I've been doing my thing, but I think the biggest part of even being any type of success is to network and have a web, have access to the right people. And so 2Indie helps me like get connected with people that I would have never connected with. Agency reps, like I'm talking about, you talking about somebody that's looking up type beats on YouTube. And that's what all that I'm doing is making tracks, never doing anything with them. If anything, I'm putting them on all of the like Spotify, Apple Music, and nothing like that. But I'm after that, I'm not doing anything else. I'm not reaching out to see if my music can be placed in sync. I had before I got into sync, I had about 3 people in my life that told me your music should be used in sync, and I was like, bro, what are you talking about? What is sync? Like, I don't. I then they was like for like TV and ad. I was like, bro, I don't know where to start with that. So I'm not finna. I'm not going into that. But now I realize it's literally, it's like the ultimate feeling for me that when I think about sync, I think about just making great authentic tracks now. It's like having a layout to where it's like super original. It can be versatile, but it's not too specific. But hey, just make a great authentic track. That's the only way that I know how to say it. And now I'm in that bag so heavy to where I feel like I don't want to be too boastful, but I don't think that I can make
Do
a
it.
bad track. For real.
No, you can't be too boastful when, you're just like, part of that is just sharing, sharing your truth, and like coming, like that's everything. Like, energy is like beaming out of your eyeballs when you're sharing this with us. You show up, you create, you give love, like you act as it's already here, and that is what comes back to you. And it's such a reminder of like, we can make excuses all day. Oh my gosh, there's not enough space for me, and like my music isn't this, and da, 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 and like all the hurdles. Or we can be like, yeah, I'm doing it, and I'm going to keep showing up until it keeps coming. And like, that's you. And look at what that difference makes, or we can argue for our limitations.
Can I even add to that? It's so crazy because sometimes I think about myself and how insecure that I was before I really started making music. And I listen to some of my music and I'm like, it's kind of healing to me to see that side, that super confident, flexy, I feel myself type music coming from somebody that was like so close knit in a shell, insecure. Like I didn't want to be around people. And it's like, how did that person make these tracks? And that's what wowed me. Every time I make a song, I'm like, it don't even feel real to me, but it's real. Like it's like when you tap it, when you step away from all of the noise and logic and you just focus on making an authentic track, something that you love, you'll be surprised at what actually comes out.
Well, I feel like, watch out, world, because you have so much success, and it's just going to keep on snowballing. And you're setting yourself up for that. And you have incredible music to share. It lifts people up, and you have a message to keep sharing. You have a daughter who's like gonna be looking like look at like the example you're sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're just an example of an amazing human being in this world who's creating awesome music and is showing other people what is possible in the art of creating, because at the, you know, we have those whispers to create, to give, to show up, and like you're doing all of that. And there's no roadmap. It's like just keep showing up for it.
Most definitely, most definitely. That's the focus. That's the focus. I can't do anything but align myself and put myself in the best position possible.
I love how healing also, like bringing that healing element of like seeing where you were and where you are and like who this person is, who you really, like letting your true self shine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's I don't have no other way to do it.
I love it. I love it. Well, I wanted, thank you so much for taking the time to share your journey. We're going to be watching you. Can't wait to hear what's next. And, you know, thanks. See you in the
All right.
community.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
wait,
for
wait,
the
wait. Where can people find you and like find your music and stay connected to you?
So I have some new releases this Friday. Actually tomorrow. You can look up Ty Avery, T capital Y Avery, and that's my social media as well. At TYAVERY 2 underscores. It's and just enjoy the show.
Oh my gosh, exciting. Friday,
Yeah,
tomorrow, release day. Cool. Perfect. Okay, well, we're going to post this Friday so that that gets out there.
most definitely.
Awesome.
Well, I thank you, son, and like I said, everything that this community is definitely doing. I'm loving it, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, we're so glad you're here.
Well, you
Thank
be
you,
blessed.
Ty. Have a great rest of the day.
All right, you as well.
Bye.